Imagine being stranded in the wilderness with nothing but the land to sustain you. For survivalists, the solution is clear. Forage. Bugs, insects, and even small animals like raccoons become essential sources of nutrition in desperate times. In this context, eating bugs makes perfect sense. But when it comes to transforming these creatures into a large-scale, mass-produced food industry, the logic begins to fall apart. While insects are valuable for survival situations, they're far less practical for farming on a global scale. Let's dive into why these foods are ideal for foraging, but fail as a foundation for modern agriculture. In survival scenarios, bugs are a fallback food source. Crickets, grubs, and other small insects provide a quick and accessible protein fix when other food options are unavailable. Their value lies in their abundance and ease of access, making them perfect for maximizing nutrition with minimal effort. Insects are everywhere, and survivalists don't need sophisticated tools or methods to collect them. A quick reflex and a bit of determination are enough to secure this source of sustenance. Bugs are nutrient-rich, offering essential protein and micronutrients to stave off hunger and maintain energy. In the wilderness, they're a lifesaver, not a lifestyle choice. However, the dynamic changes dramatically when the conversation shifts from foraging to farming. Mass-producing bugs for human consumption introduces complexities that don't exist in the wild. Farming insects requires controlled environments where factors like humidity, temperature, and diet must be meticulously managed. This means energy-intensive climate-controlled facilities and constant monitoring. The simplicity of foraging gives way to the complexity of industrial systems, complete with infrastructure, processing facilities, and distribution channels. Bugs caught in the wild come ready to eat, but farmed insects require resources and energy to ensure they are safe, nutritious, and market-ready. Beyond bugs, small animals like raccoons or rodents also play a complementary role in survival scenarios. Historically, people have relied on these creatures during times of famine or scarcity. Like insects, small animals are opportunistic food sources, providing meat when larger game or livestock isn't available. They've served as a practical solution to reduce waste in agricultural communities by turning crop pests into an additional food source. Yet, farming small animals faces similar challenges to bug farming. Their reproduction rates, space requirements, and care needs make them far less efficient than traditional livestock. These creatures are best suited for survival strategies, not modern agriculture. Scaling up bugs and small animals for mass production faces insurmountable challenges. For one, consumer preferences overwhelmingly favor familiar and nutrient-rich foods, like eggs, dairy, and meat. Introducing bugs and small animals as mainstream food faces significant cultural resistance, as most people see these options as a last resort rather than a primary choice. Nutritionally, while bugs provide protein, they lack the range of nutrients found in more established food sources. Economically, the infrastructure and energy needed for mass production outweigh the benefits, making these options far less viable than traditional farming methods. The strength of bugs and small animals lies in their role as opportunistic food sources. Foraging for these creatures reduces waste by using pests and insects already present in the environment, eliminating the need for additional resources. It's a sustainable approach that respects the natural food chain, unlike farming systems that risk disrupting local ecosystems. Foraging requires no infrastructure or climate control, making it the most basic and low-impact way to incorporate these foods into a diet. Bugs and small animals are perfectly suited to survival situations, but aren't equipped to compete with the efficiency and practicality of traditional agriculture. The push to mass-produce bugs and small animals as mainstream food sources misses the mark. These creatures have always been part of foraging and survival strategies, not large-scale farming. Bugs shine as emergency nutrition when no other options are available, but they are impractical for farming due to the energy, infrastructure, and processing required. When we focus on survival foods, we're tapping into nature's abundance without disrupting ecosystems or creating unnecessary farming systems. Bugs belong in foraging, where they have always been a backup food source, not on industrial farms trying to turn them into the next big food trend. It's time to embrace the true value of bugs and small animals, not as a replacement for traditional food systems, but as a resource for survivalists and emergency situations. They remind us of nature's ability to provide when all else fails. Instead of forcing them into the spotlight as a mass-produced commodity, let's respect their role as nature's fallback food. When it comes to feeding the world sustainably, bugs are best left where they belong, in the wilderness, not on our farms.